been 8 days since the Air India Flight 171 crash that claimed more than 275 lives in Ahmedabad. Since then, there have been many questions and countless theories being floated. But the answer to all of them could lie in the aircraft's black box, which was recovered earlier this week. But if the past is anything to go by, we've often seen that these reports do not make the light of day. What could happen in this instance? Could the black box be the answer to all that is expected in finding out just what happened to AI 171? Joining me at this moment is another special guest. Gratton is Associate Professor Aviation and the Environment at the Cranfield University. He's an aeronautical engineer. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Gratton. You've looked at various investigations in the past. Do you believe that the black box will offer all the clues, given that both the flight data recorder and the black box are there, that will ensure that we will know what happened to AI 171?
I think it's very likely, yes. The two recorders, the flight data recorder or FDR, should tell us what happened to the aeroplane, and equally critically, the cockpit voice recorder or CVR should tell us what the crew thought was happening to the aeroplane and any actions that they took. So whilst, of course, the analysis of all of the wreckage is equally important, I think that these two boxes will provide the most critical clues in understanding what occurred in this awful tragedy at Ahmedabad.
Of course, there is the belief is that the black box itself may need to go to the West, to America, for further decoding. Do you believe that it's only in America that we will know what happens to a black box? Is this not something that, in your view, every country has enough of expertise and research to decode the black box?
Not every country, certainly, but Britain, France, and America certainly all have that capability. And India has been creating that capability itself with Hindustan Aeronautics at Lucknow. So I believe that part of the debate that's going on right now is whether the Indian facility is yet mature enough to be able to do this work, or whether it needs to come to one of the Western facilities. And clearly, if it comes over here, then the Indian authorities will need to maintain absolute security over it, because it's so critical and important to India to get this right. So I find that unsurprising that there has been a bit of a delay, however frustrating that is for everybody in learning what these devices have got to tell us.
What apart from the black box holds the key? You mentioned the frustration with the delay, but it's not just the black box, is it? What else could hold the key to what happened to flight AI 171?
Well, the wreckage itself. So the Indian aaib will have been relocating all of the parts of the aircraft to a secure facility. They will be inspecting everything, understanding the damage, and in particular, they're going to be looking for anything that shows signs of damage that may have occurred before the crash. And if they find anything that shows signs of pre-crash damage, then that is also going to be very important evidence as to the nature of the accident.
One final question, Mr. Gratton. What role do Boeing and GE Aerospace play in an investigation like this? Much at stake for Boeing in particular. How do you, as investigators, manage potential conflicts of interest given the enormous commercial stakes involved?
So this investigation is being led quite rightly by the Indian aaib. However, Boeing obviously understand the 707 better than anybody in the world. General Electric understand the engines in that aircraft better than anybody in the world. So having them there advising the aaib is massively enhancing to their ability to do a competent investigation.
However, would they accept the investigation findings given their own conflict of interest involved?
Well, the way the AIB report is likely to be issued in due course is it will conclude what is believed to have happened, but then it will go on and it will provide recommendations. And those recommendations are intended to prevent any future similar accidents. So one hopes that GE and Boeing, and for the matter, the rest of the world's airlines operating the 787, will read very carefully and accept those recommendations. But until that has happened, we can't actually know what their actions will be.
I'm going to leave it there, Guy Gratton, for explaining to our viewers what lies ahead for the investigators, the challenges and the role of the black box and the flight data recorder. Thanks very much for joining
Very
me
glad to
here
help.
on the news today.